It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. You talk about explosive players in the NBA, and few are as explosive as the man we'll see tonight, Jabari Parker. He can power his way through a defense and embarrass you at the rim.
What do you think, Shaq?
Well, he has great stride, length going at the rim. Allows him to cover ground. He's strong enough to shrug off any contact. Looks really, really good out there. I'm glad he's healthy.
Are you paying attention?
I thought you was going to Kenny first because you was looking at him.
No, I was going to you first. I was kind of looking you off, but I thought you would.
He couldn't catch the no-look pass.
No, I would have hit you right square in the nose if that had been in basketball. Anyway, we're talking about Jabari Parker, weren't we?
Yeah, nothing could slow this guy down. I mean, I love the fact that he's healthy, the fact that he can get to the rim. The reason he can, because he can shoot that jump shot. So you got to play up close. He goes by you and finishes at the rim.
Look out.
No-look pass.
Look out.
Hit him in the head again.
Kevin Harlan, we're ready for the tip.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at BMO Harris Bradley Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
And they've had the edge against this team, winning the first two matchups with 4 total on the season. They look to continue that advantage here tonight.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal in that case, Greg. You know what I say. If you can handle that, keep it down, man. Don't let them up. So I'm thinking they're looking for the knockout blow here.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for them. David, good evening.
Well, guys, LeBron James gives Coach Tyronn Lue credit for his even keel. James says that Lue is the same way no matter the point in the game. He's always saying, okay, let's move on to the next possession. Now, Lue says, I think it's just being poised and being positive. That's the best approach. It carries over to your team, and it gives them confidence. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead. And we can expect a low-scoring affair here tonight as both these teams have strong defenses. Clark, what's it like to play in a grind-it-out type game?
Well, nothing comes easy, and you know you're in for a physical battle. So you got to have a high level of concentration and physicality because you know nothing's going to be easy. Rebounding becomes much more important, too, because through rebounding, sometimes you can get some of those extra easy possessions.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Thomas kicks to Wade. Let's go. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Wade's got the game going here with the first basket for the Cavs. Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Screen by Parker. And Middleton kicks to Brogdon. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks on defense. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now. They honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a group.
2 on the clock. 3-pointer. Wade. The shot. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Both free throws good from Love.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Monroe left side. Lets it fly from 18. And he connects with the jumper.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Love outside. James against Antetokounmpo. And James throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 4. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Parker's got his first 2 points. Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside Thomas. James against Antetokounmpo. Can't hit from 12. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
You know, Kevin, when you watch Giannis, it's impossible to not see how much he impacts the game. I mean, you can never feel comfortable as an opposing team when Giannis is in action at either end of the floor. Offensively, he's a problem, and defensively, he's a nightmare.
And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Parker loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Parker's got his second basket of the game. And the stats for Giannis are equally impressive with how many categories in the box score he can fill up. What is scary, Clark, is that he's just scratching the surface.
He's such a young guy. You forget about it because his game has a maturity to it, even though you see a rawness to it as well. I mean, this guy has a tremendous upside. I think he's a player that could be one of the most unique players we've ever had in the league.
Here is Love. Jabari Parker making his last shot. That one falls.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. The 19-foot shot goes back up. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Now here's Wade. 11 points for him in that last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Here's Parker. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
Yeah, excellent work on the boards that night. Always in attack mode, and that allowed him to get plenty of rebounds.
And here is Thomas after Jabari Parker made that last three-pointer. And Thomas, here we go. Parker against Love. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Love's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Fades back. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. Hey, he's got to be better. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now, here is Monroe. His last outing, he had 8 points. Can't hit from the elbow. In the corner, it's James. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Brogdon inside the line. And the Bucks miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Love. Kicks it out to James. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
He's been terrible. Absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. He's got to help him some other ways.
LeBron against Antetokounmpo. Thompson in the corner. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Back to Parker. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 9 points for Jabari Parker.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Thompson in the post. Monroe on him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Thon Maker comes in for Parker. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here's Antetokounmpo. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the All-NBA team. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Now, Antetokounmpo following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Shot on the wing. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Rose. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. To the middle. Fry, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now here's Rose. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's the screen. And it's Wade in the corner. And Fry kicks to Smith. And the shot falls short this time. Bucks trail by 6. Maker with the ball. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. Off the screen. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Now here's Wade. Smith outside. The tray. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Dellavedova kicks to Maker. They set the pick. Antetokounmpo up top. Over Wade. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to Rose. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rose has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, I think sometimes it's the mechanics of shooting the ball, and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it, and how soon do you start working at it. A lot of times, big guys tend to focus on their post moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of work on it.
Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Hansen sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you look at the Bucks and this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Here's Fry, and Fry slams it in.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
Now here is Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Really easy to admire Dellavedova, and if you're not on his team, it's easy to hate him too, because he's unselfish, plays hard, but he has a way of getting his guys going.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
That there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Channing Frye out there with Green. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Smith in at the small forward. Here's the feed to Snell. Here's Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Dellavedova. Snell from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Feeds it to Smith. Rose goes in. Misses from close range. Bucks trail by 6. To the left wing. Snell dishes to Antetokounmpo. Kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down low. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Cavaliers.
And the 3-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Love's checked in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Love's got 10. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Snell, covered by Smith. Henson, a screen on Smith. Snell, the pass to Henson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Henson very skilled down low. At almost 7 feet tall, the defense cannot allow him to get deep position.
Rose kicks to Love. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long. And that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Parker comes in for John Henson. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Cleveland, Carter, he's checked in for Smith. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically.
And as you mentioned, they've been the best in limiting opponents' points per game. I mean, they really take the life out of a team's offense, grinding things to a halt.
Here's Thomas. Here's Love. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Brogdon.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man. You know, Malcolm Brogdon was the 36th overall pick in 2016 out of Virginia. A little older than most rookies over the last decade when they come into the league, but I'll tell you what, the Bucks got a real winner here. He's going to be a long-time valuable player.
Here's the screen. That one's not going to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Brogdon against Thomas. The rebound by Brogdon. Bucks trail by 4. There's the dish to Maker. The 11-footer. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here is Thomas. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Middleton outside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Boy, Chris Middleton is one of those really efficient guys. Stuffs the stat sheet. He's a smart player with his decision-making and very efficient, does all the little things that coaches like to see in a player.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That one is off. And with Middleton, the numbers back up his impact beyond points and rebounds. The Bucks were a much better offensive and defensive team, Clark, when he was on the floor.
Yeah, he elevates the play of everybody because he's smart, he's selfless, he's skilled, and the fact that he's gone through some adversity and the way he's come back from that injury last season, it really gave that young Bucks team a lot of confidence.
They get it again. Good on the bucket. That's 12 points for Kevin Love.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Down low. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Parker.
Man, you can just see how polished Parker is inside. His post game just shines and glows and glitters. I mean, if he gets the ball in a good spot, he's really comfortable going to work.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And here is Brogdon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
He kicks it to Snell. And stolen by James. To the inside. Love. And Love throws it down.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Brogdon kicks to Parker. They set the pick. Back to Brogdon from downtown. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Milwaukee, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. Have never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I've paid my dues and have grown in this profession, and I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. Carter kicks to James. Crowder, a screen on Parker. James against Middleton. Parker with the steal. To the paint. Here's Monroe. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
The screen from Thompson. Here's James. Again, James missing. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And Thompson throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Brogdon kicks to Parker. Monroe sets a screen for Parker. Shoots over Crowder. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. We're watching a legend. And LeBron James said he's chasing a ghost. He wants to be the greatest player of all time.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Here's Thompson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Ogden against Wade. Ogden kicks to Parker. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Cleveland making a change here. Rose is checked in. To the middle. Here's Dellavedova. They get the rebound. Monroe. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Monroe's got 11.
Man, what hustle from Monroe. I mean, this is a guy that gobbles up second chance opportunities for his team thanks to his gigantic size.
Rose kicks to Wade. Back to Rose. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's Parker outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 7 points in the game.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Yes, that goes in. And that's 13 points for Greg Monroe.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They set the screen. Here's James. Doesn't go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Rose dishes to Crowder. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Rose kicks to Crowder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
Well, I love the confidence that JR shoots the ball with, and on occasion now, he can shoot you in or out of games when he falls in love with that 3.
Thon Maker's checked in for Greg Monroe. A switch here also for Cleveland. Shumpert is checked in for Dwayne Wade. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Parker's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Thompson kicks to Rose. Here's the screen to the inside. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. That shot off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking, get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Welcome, everybody, to the halftime show. I'm Ernie Johnson. The guy nodding over here is Kenny the Jet Smith. And the guy that's doing that is Shaquille O'Neal. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes.
Nobody pray for me. Give me that day for me.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Ogden and Middleton are the guard tandem, and it's Monroe in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Thomas passes to LeBron. 5 to shoot. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's 18 points for Jabari Parker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Middleton against Wade. Parker right side. Monroe outside. The pass to Brogdon. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Clark, we know how big a Ohio State fan, I'm sorry, the Ohio State University fan that you are. Who is on your list for best players in the NBA coming out of the Big Ten?
Partner, you know me well because I was going to go right at you to correct you on that. It is the Ohio State University, as you indicated. Well, right now, probably you have to go with Mike Conley. He's been superb throughout his career, particularly the last 4 or 5 years in terms of outstanding Big Ten players. Draymond Green, how can you not mention him? Double-time NBA champion. And then Oladipo out of IU, another guy that might be worthy of consideration there.
LeBron outside. Wade against Middleton.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Monroe dishes to Parker. From 20 feet out. Tries again, Monroe. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one on Love.
And Monroe is definitely a bully down inside. I mean, the defense doing all they can to match his physicality, but all they end up doing is committing foul. You know, Greg Monroe is a very talented big guy out of Georgetown. Is more comfortable facing up to the basket and can hurt you with the mid-range game, but also a pretty strong rebounder and interior defender, too. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Monroe sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Monroe. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Buries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. And for Monroe, he was shifted to the bench role in the past season, coming in as a sixth man after spending most of his career as a starter with the Detroit Pistons, and it was a new role.
And you know what, Kevin? A new role that I think,
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Wade against Middleton, screened by Parker, and Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that one drops.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo, fending off contact like a real pro.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it out to Love. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Brogdon kicks to Parker. Back to Brogdon. Monroe down low. He's covered by Thompson. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Now LeBron, 19 points in the game. Thompson outside, Parker with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Parker leading the charge. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Green's checked in. Thomas kicks to LeBron. Love the pass to James. To the inside, and LeBron throws it down.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Brogdon kicks to Parker. Over Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Green. Wade outside. Thomas kicks to Love. Pass to James. Outside for Thomas. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Antetokounmpo dishes to Snell. And again, the Bucks miss. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Thomas kicks to Green. Back to Thomas. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Wade passes to Love. Offside, Thomas. That falls. Great assist by Love. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
To the left side wing. Out from outside. And the Bucks miss again. Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Outside, Green. Wade sets the pick for Green. Outside for Thomas. Green with a screen on Parker. Thomas against Parker. Here's Green. Out to Wade. Here's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Parker.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Here's LeBron. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Here's Green. Finished off the break. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Thon Maker comes in for Parker, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for the Cavaliers, Crowder is checked in for James. Smith comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
And, you know, certainly, Kevin, the strength of this Milwaukee team, one of the strengths anyway, is the length they have. I mean, have reach at all positions, but especially up front. They just need some time to develop, but a strong base is there.
Henson against Love. Shoots over Henson. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter. And to help with the development with all the young length the Bucks have, well, they brought in Kevin Garnett to work with the team last season. What a great move. Exactly who you want to be in their head and in that role.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know KG from your time working with the Timberwolves when he was early in his career. And to have him work with Maker and Parker and Giannis, wow. And Giannis actually admired KG growing up, so even a bigger win-win to have him there. A big part of the conversation was having the right mentality to play and succeed in the NBA, and we know KG had the right mentality for a long time.
Well said, Clark, well said. Here's Love, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Love's got 19 points.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off, Kevin. I mean, even when the defense is on him, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Cleveland. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Outside Crowder. Over in the corner, Green. He dishes it to Rose. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Well, Thon Maker is a project player, Clark, for his team, taken 10th overall in the 2016 draft. has great size, and he moves well, but it's going to be a few years before he gets to where he needs to be.
I agree with you, but with big guys, you can afford to be patient when you see that they have a work ethic and a commitment to getting better, are willing to learn and grow, and then you factor in his athleticism and size. I think it's a weight that's going to pay big dividends for the Bucks.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, he's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Outside Rose. Stolen by Dellavedova. Over Rose. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 1:46 left in the third. J.R. Smith on the wing. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. Snell dishes to Maker over Green. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Maker's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Rose attacking, and the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position. Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Hansen sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Inside. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smith. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Shoots from the baseline, and that one hits back iron. Bucks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really creates a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Shumpert comes in for Green. Smith outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Smith. Ring shot on the way. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He has 7.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. There's Rose with the 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Now there's Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals, that's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd right there.
Yeah, and there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating. That's what Coach wants to keep seeing.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Rose is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Thompson in at the center. Rose passes to Smith. Now the feed to Crowder. Second chance shot. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Thompson.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. From 12 feet out, kept alive.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Thompson, a screen on Antetokounmpo to the paint to tie it up. The kick out to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rose. Thompson dishes to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
To take the lead. And yep, couple bounces, and it falls. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Outside, out of the Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Here's Smith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And the first one drops. And what an advantage it is for players in the Bucks to be able to pick the brain of Coach Jason Kidd. Kidd is a player who found success in so many formats, under so many schemes, under many coaches, from winning NBA titles as well as international titles when he played the game.
I don't know how much more I can embellish that, but you're right, Kevin. There's a lot to be learned from old number 5. I mean, Kidd has also shown a knack for imparting his knowledge, which is rich and deep, to his guards. And you've got a young team like the Bucks are, to have a coach with Kidd's experience and IQ. Man, what a blessing for those guys.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Thomas against Brogdon. Here's Thompson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Out to the right wing. Parker passes to Monroe. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Smith, no luck. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's now 23 points for LeBron.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Dishes to Thomas. Stolen by Brogdon, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. Love check in for J.R. Smith. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Parker against LeBron. Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Brogdon kicks to Monroe. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. From 10 feet out, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points in the second half. Outside Thomas. Down low. And it's Thompson with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Love. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And some doubted whether Kevin Love could be a star in the NBA, even after he dominated at every level. And I think he's answered those doubts.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Brogdon kicks to Monroe. Now the dish to Parker. Good D by Thompson.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And they double him up with LeBron. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Monroe sets a screen for Brogdon. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Parker.
Man, I love watching Parker take control of the offense. A score from anywhere on the court, and somebody who possesses a lot of confidence, actually boatloads of it.
Kicks it to LeBron. Back to Thomas. From deep. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight.
How about the awareness there from James? I like the fact that he sets the floor for his teammates.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
Back to Thomas. Shoots over Brogdon. Thomas, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Now, here's Brogdon. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the vision of the Greek Freak easily spotting his wide-open teammates thanks to that height of his.
Thomas is screen on Antetokounmpo. Love with the screen for LeBron. And the dunk by James.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim. for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Here's Monroe, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You know, Monroe's eyes light up whenever his team is looking for a key basket, just taking control of the possession and dominating whoever's in front of him.
Here's Thomas. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Bucks trail by 4. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. They set the pick. Here's Monroe. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Monroe's got 20 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Brogdon the pass to Middleton. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Unloads from 13. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Love kicks to Thomas. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Monroe. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. LeBron with the screen from Thompson. Off the pick. And the dunk by LeBron.
And you know James is deadly coming off that pick and roll, but defensively, what do you take away?
Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Double team on Parker, and stolen by Love. Here's Wade. Left side, Love. Back to Wade. The rejection by Monroe.
That was terrific defensive awareness from Monroe, knowing where to be in order to come up with these rejections.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own, a dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over James. Misses off the right iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And here is Thomas. To the paint. Dishes to Thompson. Clock is at 3. The drive by LeBron. And he makes that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And LeBron's first step at that size, the best I've ever seen.
Timeout called the Bucks. They trail by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both.
Timeout.
It's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Buries it.
Oh, I like the poise from Monroe in a key situation. You want your best players to be ready in these important moments.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo for 3. Brogdon. Love grabs the board, and he commits the intentional foul.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's off. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Kevin, congrats on the win. Are you guys gaining confidence, and what are you figuring out?
Just that we need to continue continuity. We really need to pick it up on the defensive end. Offense, we can get whatever we want really at any time, but the defense is where we're going to need to get better.
That is somewhere where you have to tighten up, Kevin. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.